Part 2, Osborne Park, Vista, California, February the 14th, 2025. This is Osborne Park. Came this close to my home. My yard is just behind that tree, the red bushes. There's my little fence and my little sidewalk. There's my mailbox. And behind that little tree, that red colored tree, is my little porch with my doggie and me. This is what we have. Happened the night of February the 14th, 2025. This is what we have over here. This plywood has been up here for over 2 years. That bent awning, to hold up the awning, has been bent like that with the awning on top previously. It's no longer on top. That was bent like that for over 2 years. It was at one time bent and holding up this here. This flew off in the middle of the night and could have killed me, pets, animals, drivers, walkers. This has been like this. Again, the bent pole was like this for over 2 years, but at one time it was half holding up that. This is the result of Grapevine Property Services, Craig Combs, attorney, San Diego, others, the board, and others previous to them, other management companies and attorneys before them. And this dude, Gregory Garrett, part of the Osborne Park board that was in prison for 8 years, is a crony of Steve Guidry. Steve Guidry lives down there. Also is, he is a felon, 8 years in prison, just got out of, I think about 2 years ago, approximately. Steve Guidry, felon, got out of jail about a year ago. This lady here, Sharon Payne, when I first moved here, she told me that I am ordered to follow the men. She is behind the scenes provoking Steve Guidry, the likes of Greg Garrett, Osborne Park board, and the likes of Bill Bama, who lives all the way down there behind that tree. So she provokes behind the scenes. She tells me that she hates women, that we're to follow the men. She participated in a fake wellness check on me with Steve Guidry. They're both had a criminal charge against them at the San Diego Sheriff Department Vista Division for fake reporting. So now we have these haters, Greg Garrett, Bill Bama, down over there, Steve Guidry on the Osborne Park board. How did they get on the Osborne Park board? Well, they scared anybody good away from being on the board. They also eliminated good people, unlawfully eliminated them from running for the board with the help of Craig Combs and Grapevine Property Services. Why did Craig Combs and Grapevine Property Services ensure that the likes of Steve Guidry, Gregory Garrett, Bill Bama, and the aid of this creature, why did they ensure that these creatures were on the board? Is because they are haters. They are all haters, and they target certain individuals instead of learning Davis Sterling laws, instead of learning mediation, instead of learning what selective enforcement means. So, and they also support Grapevine Property Services, who was hired originally by an unlawful board. Grapevine Property Services knows this. They in turn hired Craig Combs to sue and harass everyone. And they were all initially hired by an unlawful board. So now we have 15 lawsuits going on. Craig Combs, Grapevine Property Services, the incompetent drunkard board at Osborne Park target and harass and bully certain individuals and they're haters. They're haters. And this is the result of their hate and targeting. This house has been like this for over 2 years with that plywood and with that bent pole. This could have killed many.